Alright, so I'm going to be going over the 25 cognitive biases that are listed in Charlie Munger's book. The first one is the pleasure-pain cognitive bias. Now, the whole concept that we run towards pleasure and run away from pain is probably super apparent to everybody, and it has a lot to do with human behavior, even animal behavior and choices and stuff. If you ever read Call of the Wild by Jack London, he has a big thing where he just goes off on that. Anyway, basically our dislike of punishment and our love for reward makes it easy to condition us to hold super views. Like if you're a little kid and someone tells you a story about how if you don't believe such and such, you'll be burning in fire forever, but if you believe such and such, you'll have eternal bliss and everything will be perfect. It can very strongly influence how you view the world and your willingness to accept a certain view. And there's other things, like if you try a venture or something and just through random chance it works really, really good, but maybe it was more of a correlation thing and not a causation thing, that reward of your success will make you think that you're a really good business person and that you know what you're doing and that the stuff you did directly makes these results happen. And so you'll be apt to make a lot of mistakes and fall on your face a lot before you let go of that belief, because it will be reinforced by the reward you got the first time. Just like gamblers. Like if a gambler goes and has a really good night their first time trying, they're like, oh man, this is awesome, this is easy money. And the reward of that easy money will make them kind of shut off towards arguments explaining that the games favor the house and that gambling isn't a good road to go down and you're more likely to lose than win and stuff. They'll be like, no man, I did it and I won all this money, like this is a good thing. Like the pleasure they receive from winning all that money will strongly reinforce the belief they have in their head that gambling's good. So it's just one of those things that can kind of cloud a person's mind to good arguments and stuff. I don't know that I use the best examples and stuff. Like I said, you're free to go around the web, explore all this, or to read Charlie Munger's book or get the persuasion book. This persuasion book didn't have this one. Like I said, it only went on the main 6 that marketers and stuff use. So this is one that like will cloud people's minds. Like cults will use this and stuff, where there's like the fear of pain and the love of pleasure, and they use this to manipulate people. They'll just do the right things. So it's definitely a thing that can cloud a person's mind, that can mess around with people, that can be used as a tool of persuasion. So it's just something to be aware of. So sometimes something might be wrong, but it might favor you. Like for instance, back in the 1700s and stuff, when people had slavery, well, they were motivated, like how much easier was their life having slaves than not having slaves. So it was blinding them to how wrong what they were doing was doing, because they wanted it to be right so that they could keep living their more simple life where these people they owned just did all the hard work and they didn't have to do it. So you can see where this can be bad stuff. And so like you can see this today when a person like argues for rights that they already have because it will benefit them to be treated with special treatment instead of just being treated equal. So you can see how this pleasure pain thing can muddle up a person's mind.